Ah, makeup stores. A fun establishment where you can throw enormous amounts of money at minimal things. Well, before all this quarantine stuff happened, I used to be a pretty frequent customer there. During that time, I would often visit with my sister, or at least like another female friend that I had. But most of the time, it was my sister. Partially because she worked there, and maybe because she could never decide on what to get or kind of needed a second opinion on something. And in my many visits, I've come to the conclusion that makeup stores are trash, at least for men.
お前だろボケ
Now, am I the right person to rant about these types of stores? No. Do I know anything about the types of products in use? Also no. And to be fair, I don't even know that much about them to begin with. I know you have your Ultras, Sephoras, your Saleys, and your Mechs, kinda as the big name sort of brands out there. But there are a couple reasons as to why I would make such a video. So much so that I even made a list of 3 reasons to back me up. To name a few, and this may or may not be pretty obvious, but these stores need some type of lounge area, or at least the boyfriend zone if you want to be fancy. Now, sure, one could easily walk away or go do something on their own to, pass the time, but that's not nearly as exciting or a decent way to spend your time, not knowing how long it could truly be. In my experience, walking into a makeup store is either adventurous or pretty tedious, and I'm willing to bet most guys would checkmark that is tedious. Because aimlessly walking around doing nothing, judging everything in sight, and not knowing what anything is kinda the usual. On top of that, it's pretty common to hear some usual phrases over and over again. That costs how much? God, it smells in here. What's the difference? Can't you get that at Walmart? I don't know what I'm doing here. It's kinda all the same now. Which is where this haven, or safe zone, will come into play. Especially for those who are just as lazy, like yours truly. Now, I'm not saying that it has to be fancy or anything to that sort. Maybe have a TV, some lounge chairs, a few samples of some products to, lure new customers in. It's at least a way to stay occupied, off your feet, and a way to avoid unwanted commentary on some purchases one may make. Plus, at least whoever you're with will be honest with you and tell you they don't know anything, or would rather kind of wait for you and let you do your own thing. And maybe give you a second opinion on things once you've decided on what you want. Unless they're one of those dudes claiming to know what color of foundation or blush their girl likes, then they don't count. Part 2. Reason number 2 on why makeup stores are low-key trash is because they don't step it up. Simple things like offering to teach some of us the secrets of makeup, or a hair product that'll take us to the next level, or maybe a small skincare routine. This is what some would call valuable information. Because, let's be honest, in today's world, it's all about looking good, whether in person or online, it doesn't really matter. Most of us want to look our best, or at least have the world think that we're an absolute baddie of some sort. And for those of us who are willing to learn and maybe experiment a little,
I don't judge.
it couldn't hurt. And it's a possible way towards introducing some of us to some products, maybe hairstyles, maybe a little skincare routine, everything all for that daily glow up. Because maybe some of us actually want to learn. Maybe we actually want to know what our female counterparts are talking about. Instead of pretending to know what's going on and crack the code on products we have no idea about. Or maybe as a possible way to fix the ugly and give ourselves a fighting chance. But seriously, something as small as that could help out so many guys and gals. Think about it. You could actually send your significant other to get you something you actually need, and they'll actually know what they're looking for. Right color, right brush, favorite brand, and maybe a little surprise. Maybe gifts? But bam, my dude, they actually know what they're looking for, and it's more money coming into the store. So now, the final and third reason. Keeping things simple. Ask any guy you know or even anyone who isn't into cosmetics what they like best, and about 3 out of 5, I did the math, will say they like things simple. Whether it's explaining or packaging, from anyone's perspective, it's easy to get lost in all of this, especially when you have no idea as to what you're looking for. There's obviously a lot of moving parts when it comes to this type of thing, and the easier it is to understand, the more likely it is to attract people. Especially in today's world where everyone has such a short attention span and is most likely looking for a quick fix to things, you can't go wrong with simple, clean packaging. For me personally, I am a sucker for the whole minimalistic, simple, catch your eye, easy to read type of thing. The kind that are, simple, clean, and right to the point. The less words anything has, and however clean design looks, generally makes anyone feel a little more expensive, a little more high-end, and gives the impression that they're actually taking the time to better themselves. It might put a little dent in the wallet, but given the time and care, it'll all be worth it. So all in all, I hope this gives you a clearer idea of what to do and how to appeal to a wider audience. Granted, I have no idea what I'm talking about, and this isn't meant to be taken seriously at all, but thanks for sticking around. Take care, be safe, and I'll see you in the next video. Later! Thank you guys so much for sticking around to the end of the video. I'm still new to this whole thing, so if you have any suggestions, be sure to leave them down below in the comments. Like, subscribe, share this video with your friends. Hopefully it makes their day. Regardless, stay safe out there. See you guys later.